George, see if he can get going over here in the snake.
Yeah,
got Ryan Smith behind him.
And that's one thing Houston Heat did struggle with a little bit was offense on the snake side, right? They were good up the gut, and they were good on defense, but Chad George got shot a couple times in the break over here.
So they're going to send Fedorov up the center here. Nobody's on the D side right now for Houston Heat initially. 5-on-5 break, though, as Fedorov's going to go right up to the 50-yard line, brick in the center of the field very quickly, and he's going to be trying to shut off on that D side. So no risks out wide on the D side because Fedorov was getting picked off over there a little bit. He had a couple nice points. And then also Tyler Harmon got to tighten things up a little bit back there as well, too. He's in the back center.
MLKings get a guy out to the snake corner. I think it's Betancourt, but I can't see. 5-on-5 battle here. One of our longer kind of 5-on-5 battles we've had so far.
Yeah, not too many of those out here today.
Houston Heat up in the middle there. Locking down the drill side of the field. MLKings trying to figure out. They know where 4 of the bodies are. They're probably trying to figure out where that 5th body might be.
MLKings here on the snake side. Get that body out wide, and now on the D side, going to get a body out a little bit wider as well, too. Getting to that wedge, stand-up wedge. Still 5-on-5. Wow, Rich, we actually got through a minute of paintball. And nobody died.
Finally happened.
Unbelievable.
Finally happened.
First time today.
Yep. Neither one of these teams are taking a big risk, and neither one of these teams want to make a mistake here. So both of them are really slow playing and being cautious, communicating, finding out where the zones of pain are, figuring out what they can do to break through. The only vulnerable person here is that center player, Fedorov, up there for Houston Heat. He's a little bit vulnerable. They might be able to come get him.
They don't have anyone in position to do
No,
that
they'd have
yet.
to make a couple bumps, obviously.
But yes, you're right.
Other than that, no one's at risk here. Everyone's at their original start stations, just hanging out and shoot their guns and taking in as much information as they can.
Does look like Chad George, in his body language, looks like he might want to be making that move over to the snake side shortly. He's really trying. He's trying to fight for it.
Yeah, he's shifting his weight outside, the outside of his feet, to outside of his knee.
Ooh, Ryan Smith, a little tactical retreat back to the can here for Ryan Smith.
I think he's going back to shoot that bounce shot, man.
Oh, here comes the big bite up the center, try to bunker out Fedorov. They did know where he was, and he makes it clean, stays alive on their side.
And like we said, he was the vulnerable person in that position, right?
I think that was Navarro, if it was. That
Great move.
Great move.
Too bad he had to load when he was up there, otherwise he'd have gotten 2 more kills already.
Yeah, and here comes San Monville. He's going to do damage control. He comes and shoots Navarro and takes over for Fedorov, so a nice counterpunch move.
Chad George gets shot as well.
From San Monville as Chad George walks off. So 3 bodies on the field right now for Houston Heat. Here comes Tyler Harmon. Tyler Harmon's going to move up as a body penalty. Yeah. Not going to help things for the MLKings here.
Yeah, that's the rub on Betancourt. He cheats a little bit too much. Hurts his team there with the bad penalty in the corner.
And that is it. So
Tyler Harmon closing through the Drio side.
Little bit of a gift there for Heat.
That was a good point for both teams, though.
Yeah, until the penalty.
Looked good. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the counter. Sam Monville came to play some paintball today.
I mean, I like the initial move going through. I mean, that was like they spent like a minute and 30 seconds. They're like, well, listen, there's only one vulnerable person. This is the best route to go get him. They went and got him. He executed perfectly.
And because Heat wasn't out wide yet, he was able to run that center route, and he chose the right route, got him clean. But then Sam quickly realized what just happened, and then he ran him down too, and he knew exactly where he was, and he was alive. And then Tyler was starting to move up, but unfortunately for the MLKings, they just started losing bodies, got the penalty, and that was it.
Yep. And the big difference, too, is when he made that move, he had to load. So he goes there and starts to reload instead of just looking to shoot the next guy.
Yeah, look at that, though. Look at the nice grouping from San Monville. Quickly comes through, stays low, and shoots him a bunch of times even before he got to him. So that did not have to sacrifice his body. You can use that gun as almost a walking bunker sometimes if you're accurate enough. Looks like we're going to see a... Okay, so Latin Saints playing their first point, and it's going to be a Latin line. So they're going with some...
I like it.
So we got Gallego, got Diego Santos, Tino, Toro. Let's see who that other last body is.
Diego or Andreas?
Can't see.
All right. Here we go. NRG on the left. Saints on the right.
On the breakout here, Saints going to take a little bit of ground. Looks like Santos might have caught a bouncer as he had the transition to the tower. Now we're looking at NRG Elite. It would be awesome for NRG Elite squad and their mindset if they could come out and have a real good game here.
For sure,
against Latin Saints.
It'd be kind of interesting too because it's the tale of 2 teams, right? Like the NRG doesn't have a bunch of superstars, but they have really good teamwork, really good fundamentals. Latin Saints obviously have good teamwork and fundamentals, but have some of the best players in the world, but maybe aren't playing as a team yet. So it's an interesting matchup.
Yeah, the one thing about the Latin Saints is when they do put their stud lineup out, 4 of those guys played on Impact last year.
Yeah.
So
this lineup's not doing too bad either. They're already in their snake wrapping.
Yeah, doing great. Look at him. He's on there. He's on NRG Elite side of the field. Really put the pitch. Got to be a little careful right here as Gallego's going to come off. But he was in a good spot. That's that quintessential. You did just a little too much.
Just like Smotref, right? If you backed off a little bit there, just stayed alive, it's a huge thing. They can't feel the corner. They don't feel the God bunker. The point's completely different if he just backs off 10%.
Yeah, just that quintessential, that 10, just give us 10% less.
If he would just give us like 10% less.
It would be ideal. Body coming off also from the D side here for NRG. Another one from the center.
Someone's peeling off bodies from that D side, Maddie.
Yeah, so not looking good here in this first point. And also not going to be good for the mindset here, Energy Elite. This Latin Saints, you know, don't put out any of their superstars and still are having no problems right now with Energy Elite, Rich.
Yep. That's got to feel good for Brandon Short. Take a little pressure off him.
Yeah, still good communication here from the Saints.
Energy
talking it up. Energy drops another body as the Saints catches a little rub, getting past the 50 on that D side. Yeah, just
I don't know if this line keeps playing this good. They might have to get rid. They might get rid of all their pros.
Yeah.
All the big dollars. Yeah, we decided we don't need you guys.
Coming through the center, Santos looks like he got the drop on Dennis, and that is going to do it. So that was a really good point from the second line for the Latin Saints.
For sure.
I mean, they did everything right there.
Yeah, spin them.
Yeah, I mean, that's perfect, man. You have that ridiculous roster that you assembled, but let's throw out, you know, what is probably going to be their second line, and they handle business up here. You see Gallego's in a good spot.
Yeah, got
just
caught by that cross
just a little too much, but was in a really good position. But they got another body in right behind him, and then also had penetration on the D side. Santos came up through the center as well, too. Right here, you can see that move. Point in. Looks like you got the drop on Dennis. Solid first point here from the Latin Saints. Now I'll see if the MLKings can pick it up. Devin Stewart, Ronnie Dizon. Who else we got for Houston Heat? Looks like Chad Boucher and Ryan Moorhead are going to get a spin with Mishka. It's the next lineup for them. The MLKings will be running essentially, for the most part, the same 5 or 6 guys, maybe 7 for the most part. Looks like Mingo, Kappas is going to get a spin towards the D side. Gets over there. Looks like 5 alive for the MLKings. Houston Heat might be dropping Ryan Moorhead early.
Mingo's getting checked. Mingo's okay.
Yeah, he had to dodge a stream to get out there. Looks like Chad Boucher is going to try to take over for Ryan as Ryan got shot trying to get to that spot.
Yeah, 4-on-5 advantage here for MLKings. Houston Heat losing Ryan Moorhead, one of their premier attackers on the drill side. Ryan's walking off looking at that pack like, where did it hit? MLKings in good positions here. Good zones. Mishka over there on the drill side.
Yeah, right now Houston Heat just tight in their spots, rolling their guns, know they're down a body.
Yeah, and you know, the longer you play against the better teams, the more chances you give them to beat you, right? So if you're MLKings, you got to start switching gears here. You are down a point, but also the longer this game goes, the less advantage you have. Oh, Houston Heat drops another body, Maddie. 5-on-3 advantage here for MLKings in the second point of this match. Oh, and up in the snake, MLKings shooting. Oh, gets shot by his own guy. Wow, that's got. I think Mingo just got a good kill against us, but unfortunately from the wrong team. Man, that was frustrating. He was just about to come up and get a 3-piece, and they shot him.
So yeah, that's happens that way sometimes. As now repositioning in the center of the field, Navarro in a good spot, getting checked out by the ref. He's clean. Get a little bit closer to that 50. And MLKings still pocketed up though.
I see 2 Heat players. Am I missing one? Miska's releasing on the Drio side. So I got the Drio 2 inset, and I got the Temple over here. I don't see any more.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Might be a 3-on-2, Maddie.
Unless, well, did you see Chad Boucher walk off?
I have not.
Yeah, I didn't see him walk off either. Maybe he's at the tower.
But I haven't been using my binoculars, so he could have got off.
No, he is.
Yeah,
he's
you're
walking
right.
off. So yeah,
right
just
there.
2 bodies left alive right now for Heat. D2 inside and Dizon at the Aztec.
Yeah, and Dizon's looking inside, which means the MLKing player in the corner there can easily, it might be Kyle Berry, can just jump in the snake, crawl down, and put pressure on both of these guys.
Well, Mishka makes his move outside into the V, that first one over there in that 40-yard line. So field is spread here for Heat, though. It is
Kings have the
4-on-2. Yeah, Kings definitely have the ball, but they don't really have position yet. Kappas is going to move up into the inside D2. Just wondering if they know where Mishka is.
If they don't, they're about to find him.
Sorry. Yeah, Cap has just moved into D1. They got another body moving in from D2 to the tower. Oh, it's Kyle Berry. Kyle Berry trying to make something happen here out in the open. Trying to get the drop. Definitely knows where Mishka is.
Yeah.
Kyle Berry trying to make it happen here as he gets across that lane. Trying to use his gun to get that last little section. Yeah, like what we're seeing here out of Kyle Berry. They know they have the bodies. They're just trying to find these last few Houston Heat players.
MLKings in the snake
Looking
now.
at 2.
Got to make this shot. It's past Mishka now.
So they run down Mishka,
Run
and
down
then
Ronnie.
nothing that Ronnie could do.
Yep. MLKings looking good, Matty.
Yeah,
1-to-1 match here with Houston Heat.
Yeah, they got those early kills. Never were frazzled. Kyle Berry getting creative in the center. And you want to see a guy like Kyle Berry for the MLKings make moves like that. Thinking through things. He's not just recklessly committing to
He was hanging out in the open.
It's a little too much, but...
A little too much, but other than that,
but
amazing.
He knew, he must have...
Yeah, he knew.
He figured the count out. So he could block Ronnie cross-field with other different structures.
Yeah.
And then just try to focus on doing something to deal with Mishka. So replays, there's Navarro. Navarro with coast-to-coast one there. That's a pretty far shot. And then that allowed him to launch a little bit here. And then...
That's earlier when they shot it.
Oh, yeah, that's... what was that? Couldn't see who that was. And then this is that finish. As let's run him down from that outside route. Yeah, nice close for the MLKings.
Different lineup here for the Saints. Looks like Mouse, Snake on the break easily.
Oh, Trawick out in the open, has to scurry out to get into D1 inside clean, and he's good. Dennis moves up, might have caught one trying to get to that Aztec. He comes off early as the Latin Saints put their next lineup out, and here comes Goldman. Goldman all the way here, just about to feast and do Alex Goldman things. Should be able to get that free kill crossfield.
Yep, there's another one.
And he's going to get that other little, at least a 2-pack here.
I think Alex got 2 or 3 there, yeah. Good job, Alex.
Corey Hall.
Man, that was a different speed, Matt.
Yeah.
We just saw a different speed.
Well, they had Alex Rodriguez, Justin Rabikoff, Corey Hall, Alex Goldman, and Kyle Spica in on that point. That's probably going to be their one line. I mean, obviously you'll see Silos in there as well too. He was real good for the Ironman last year. He was their first big pickup that they had. But you know, yeah, if you're going to there's Corey Hall on your screen. He was also off to the races on the D side. So I mean, Alex Goldman was beating him a little bit on the Snake side, but Corey was also getting it done D side. So
yeah.
Very quick point here for the Latin Saints. Now, with as good as the first line, the Latin line for the Latin Saints, as good as they played, why not send them out for another one?
Why not? I mean, because the more spins they get, the better they are, and the fresher the first line
the first line is, yeah, absolutely. And the better the mojo will be for the team as a whole. So MLKings, Houston Heat, tied up right now. Still got a lot more paintball to play. Some teams we have yet to see. San Diego Dynasty will be playing their first game at 3 o'clock, taking on Revo, and then they will end against the Latin Saints. Still have yet to see the new Ironman squad. They're going to be up against Infamous in a big test. Tampa Bay Damage, I think a favorite here at this event. It's a hometown.
Always a favorite at a Florida event, right?
Yeah, well, they took third at the first event here at this field last year. And with the way the layout is and the type of Damage feasts in the chaos. Guys like Chad Bougier and Keith Brown and Edwards. I mean, Holiday, Brian Smith, those are types of guys that when things are going crazy, they've played the game for so long and they're all intelligent paintball players, they can make those quick adjustments. So I think Damage could feast on this field. It's just been tough to call because we have seen some upsets out here. So, you know, they faltered a little bit in the middle of last season with 2 11th place finishes, but finished strong at Cup. All right, jumping into this next point. High ball game.
Chad comes Snake side. Gets into the God Alive. 5 alive for Heat. They shoot one MLKing player to the corner. Oh, MLKing's all the way up in the V40, Matty.
It's
all the way up in the V40.
It's Betancourt. I think they put Betancourt over there this time.
That's the release. He can shoot Chad George right now. Oh, he gets his first kill on this.
Yeah.
And
it's Tyler Harmon getting shot out of that back center. And then they're also going to lose Fedorov, too. So
yeah, Betancourt's over there peeling scalps.
Just taking risks, and it's paying off as he's now on to Houston Heat side of the field. San Monville's going to try to do damage control, Ridge.
That's what you have to do when you're playing against a team that's better than you, right? You have to take calculated risks, and then you have to take advantage of whatever advantage you can get.
San Monville getting crafty in the center, trying to figure out where this body is. No one has touched him yet. Could have an angle from that spot, and he does. He gets that kill on, I think that was the second to go, though.
Wow, San Monville coming in
Look
strong.
at Monville. Dude, Monville is on fire today.
Woo, three-piece.
San Monville is playing inspired paintball today for Houston Heat.
Man, that center swing is going to be so important. That guy can pivot through pivot through the middle, see where all the bodies, and go through the middle is going to be huge.
Such an interesting field because the snake side, we just saw what the possibilities are over here with Alex Goldman getting down and shooting everybody.
Scary.
We've seen that multiple times already. And then the D side, we've seen lots of points stolen from there. And
Scary.
It's scary. And then that middle with San Monville just showing us how it
Super
so
scary.
This field is fun to watch. Look at let's get another look here. So San Monville's doing it right. Heads up. For some reason, no one put any guns, or just there's a poor close from the MLKings. It was really their game to win after they had shot everyone off that D side, but San Monville had enough. Comes through, got that first kill, comes through, gets one, gets two, gets three. Nice three-pack from San Monville. And I mean, if I had to give an MVP just for Houston Heat from what we've seen in a game and a half, it's San Monville.
For sure. Yeah, 2 or 3 big points like that. Here we go with NRG, see if they can change things up a little bit. Struggling the first couple points against the Saints. They get to the snake corner, which is an advantage. 3 guys inside the pocket. They also get out to the D corner, so they got a good spread, Matty.
Yeah, pretty good spread here for both squads, but Latin Saints are already at the 50-yard line again.
Yep.
It's been relentless for the Saints, all 3 points.
Yep, gets his first kill across the field, Matt.
NRG Elite is going to have to do something about aggression on this snake
You
side.
have to have offense, Matt. You have to be able to get in that snake, right? You have to push down the drills. You have to go. You cannot. You got to pick one facet of this field and just say, hey, we're making this our own. If they beat us on the other side, then we'll try to figure things out. But you cannot concede forward aggression on snake, Dorito, or up the gut on this field. Caleb Abel trying to cancel it out by getting into the snake now from the snake corner. That's a big move for NRG. He might be able to pull this point back for them from that position.
Yeah, he's in a good spot. He's got a body right in front of him. Who's going to win this battle here in the snake? It's been all Latin Saints so far, and NRG Elite needs to answer. They have 2 players now on the snake side as Dennis gets right behind Abel. They do lose a body out of that back center. It's not going to help things. Abel launches and does trade out, leaving Dennis over here in a position he's going to want to get in the snake. Looks like body language tells me he's going to make that move. Actually stops. Has to worry about that lane. That might be Santos holding down that lane from that tower.
Yep. NRG with 2 players left alive, the God Bunker and the center tower. They lose the God Bunker, so it's just the center tower now. He switches back to snake side. They're communicating that there is 1 player left alive for NRG in the center field. Saints are trying to figure out, and NRG does concede that point. Smart concession. Saints had 2 bodies left alive against that 1 player.
Yeah, I mean, the Saints are untouchable so far through 3.
They've never lost a point in the NXL, just so you know.
Yeah,
never. In the whole history of the team, bro.
Yeah,
you think about that. You think about that. That's dominance.
So with Houston Heat, 1-point lead, courtesy of San Monville. Their D side needs to tighten things up. Tyler Harmon and Konstantin Fedorov, 2 of the best ever to do it.
I think
big reason of their success at the second event last year.
Yeah, I feel like they're getting contained over there. The other team is taking the real estate away from it, and then now they're trying to fight their ways into the guns, and it's just too big of a
And it hasn't been every point.
No, it's been every
Fedorov
point.
has been. He's had a couple points where he went off over there. So here we go. Monville getting another spin.
Betancourt's back snake way. They gotta scout Betancourt and definitely put their extra gun that way, whichever way you're shooting. 5 alive for MLKings. 5 alive for Houston Heat as well.
MLKings losing their first body. It's Sean Peterson taking the walk.
Yeah, Sean's athletic, but he's a big body to get out there, Matty. That's a big
John.
Oh, sorry, John. So I thought it was John, but you said Sean, so I was like, he must have been right. No, I thought you said Sean.
Oh,
sorry, John. 4-on-5 advantage here for Houston Heat. MLKings talking it up, trying to figure out how to get into the snake. They don't have any penetration really on the Dorito side of the field. Kyle Berry needs to get out that way. But they're shooting the gap just past that Dorito can.
Yeah.
Houston Heat now moving out to the corner with Tyler Harmon. Fedorov moving from the inside set Dorito to the forward Dorito, crawling. That's why they call it the snake side of the field, Matt. Good little battle here on the snake side.
Yeah, you can see here on our wide shot with Chad George in position here, matched up with Betancourt. 7 minutes to go. Seen some longer points out here in this game. Be a little bit lower scoring from what we've seen, or it could turn into some just pandemonium.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't keep trending this way.
Yeah.
'Cause it has slowed down certainly from this morning.
Well, it's always going to slow down a little bit on Sunday.
Yeah, of course. We expect that. But if it starts slowing down Friday morning, might be in for a long weekend.
Connor Kelly So Fedorov is going to be getting into that 40-yard line.
Yeah.
D-side going to go right to the 50. Connor Kelly got out wide to help out Luis.
These guys are very vulnerable, though. MLKings on the snake side now are vulnerable to Fedorov on the Drio side, Matty. They can get shot in the back if they're not super tight on the inside.
Past the 50-yard line here for Fedorov and then Betancourt's going to get shot trying to get in the snake. Oh,
Sam Monville, by the way.
And then, Sam Monville's just lighting people up right now. And then
Yeah.
Fedorov also now lighting people up from the D side. Navarro gets peeled off. Kyle Berry gets shot.
Sam Monville's playing lights out.
Looking pretty good here for Houston Heat in that point.
And what I love is he's just going and doing his job, right? He's just going up there and shoot the people, shoot the way he's supposed to shoot, run the guys down he's supposed to run down. If the opportunity's there, he's going. He's not forcing it.
Yeah, looking pretty solid here. Yeah, so and up by 2. MLKings sputtering a bit on offense in that point. Seem to be doing better when they take those big bites and
I was just going to say, if they have a lot of offense really early on, they do well. But if they have a hard time getting their offense going later in the games because the Houston Heat has such good zone control, they're not letting them to the key bunkers.
Now Latin States.
Back to the big dollar line.
Completely dominant through 3 points. 2 of them put up by their Latin line. Now heading back to the. Gonna have looks like Justin Rabikoff and Alex Goldman gonna be here snake side. A-Rod up the center with Kyle Spica going D side. And Alex goes just right into the snake. NRG Elite's gonna have to deal with this. Can't just let Goldman get in the snake nonstop. Oh no,
Alex
they picked
got
out
shot
shot on the break.
Yeah,
So they dealt with it.
Yeah. He got
And
shot deep too.
Look at this. They're going to be losing another body on the D side as well, too, as Kyle Spica comes off.
Yeah, NRG's up in the middle.
This is what NRG needed to do here. Is Caleb Abel going to get in the snake? He's going to go into snake 2. Going to look inside. He's all by himself in there. Rabikoff is in the insert bunker here. Abel's going to crawl to the 50. Going to crawl past it and check off. He's got that body to help him at the brick.
He shoots A-Rod.
Shoots A-Rod and then runs down
Justin,
J-Rod.
wow, great move.
Yeah, begging for a penalty, not going to get it. And that should do it. Looks like Corey Hall might be the only body left alive, and he's going to get pinched in that spot. And a penalty going to be assessed on Corey, and there's no body to pull. And he's going to catch a couple extra bonus balls. So NRG Elite has woken up here.
Yeah,
scored
Austin
their first point of this
alive
year.
to win that point.
So
the Latin line for the All-Stars has still never lost a point in the NXL, bro. You think about that.
you're not wrong. Not wrong.
NRG looked good, man. They pulled that back.
Well, shooting Mouse off the break's huge.
For sure.
And then they went to work on the offense. Had the body up early. That body early sometimes is key at the center 50 brick.
It's worth the risk, right?
So far, it definitely has been. I mean, if it keeps happening this way, it is going to set that guy up to get run down because a lot of times that guy goes into that spot and looks immediately D-side.
Yeah, unfortunately, so I think people are looking one way too much in there. You know, I think you got to kind of hunt up there and play both ways because obviously, like Joe Barrett was getting predictable when he went up there and looked the same way the whole time. So guys were trying to run him down on the opposite side where they'd get him and stay alive and go through. But being up there and being a thorn on the side is a big move, especially when you're having a hard time getting outside, right?
Yeah.
If you're like, hey, we can either risk a guy going outside or we can for sure get a guy alive up the center of the field and put ourselves in a position where we can lock down a zone or drop a hammer on somebody.
Got about 20 seconds to go before the start of this next point. There's the line. Looks like Greg Montalvo's going to get a spin, and now we look at Houston Heat with Chad George.
You got to think they're going to
Ryan
take a big
Smith.
bite, right?
Looks like they're going to be running. I mean, I'd be running Sam every point at this juncture.
Up the gut, too. MLKings got to go big here. I think they're going to put Chewy on the Dorito tape again and try to go big Dorito side. And I was absolutely wrong.
Chad George is going to get in, stay alive, and here comes
Greg up the gut.
Yeah, Greg Montalvo is going to get to the brick, and he's going to look snake side here.
Greg looked fast. You see that?
Yeah.
Kid's got still, man's got some wheels still. Good move in there from Tyler. Inside, outside to that inset Dorito from the can. A lot of teams are doing that in practice, going inside out to that.
Yeah, inside D1.
5 alive for both teams. MLKings down by 2. 5.5 left in the game.
Ryan Smith comes over to help out Chad.
Yeah, I like that. He did that last game, but then he retreated again. I wasn't sure why, other than maybe trying to put the bounce shot back in on his previous mirror. I don't know if they know that the center brick is hot or not. Oh. He gets through that gun? No, he doesn't. I was going to say, Chad made an amazing fill through that gap. I haven't seen anybody else make that fill. The brick's been catching him, but catches him.
Well, Monville's there to take over as he gets into the Aztec, but looks like Donaldson here in the snake. For the MLKings, he's at the 50-yard
Donaldson
line.
saves Greg's life.
Kyle Berry, though, taking the walk. And, yeah, there comes Fedorov. Fedorov's from the D side.
Yeah, Fedorov is just coming out to kill Greg, and he catches him across
and
field.
Sam Monville also tries to get into Snake 1, and he gets shot out. But then Greg Montalvo, he's also coming off early. Or not early, but coming off right now midpoint. Donaldson here at the 50-yard line. Who's left alive? Berry had come off.
Might be a one-on-one, Maddie.
Might be. And then Ryan Smith is going to take care of Carter Donaldson. Nope, Tyler Harmon's still alive.
Okay.
And I think that might be it here for the MLKings.
MLKings were in control of that point. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but that thing got out of
this field happened to him.
Yeah, it got sideways fast. Man. Thank you, Paintball Universe, for all the good paintball out here, man.
Yeah, so
lots of interesting questions that I had during the offseason with teams that are being answered.
So next lineup here.
It's the money line.
Yeah, is Corey Hall wearing a Villalobos, or is that Villalobos? Because it kind of looks like Corey Hall.
Yeah, I think it's Corey Hall. Maybe they already have the jerseys made up.
Maybe his jersey's just hot commodities. He just had to sell them.
It didn't last to the event.
It does. It looks like Corey, but I couldn't pick Villalobos out of a crowd, so.
Well, that's hurtful. NRG 5 alive, 2 in the center tower, Maddie. Very conservative breakout, but it works out for him.
Goldman getting shot going D-side this time off the break.
Wow.
Babikoff still alive. They go right to the center.
NRG looking good here, Maddie. Up wide bone body, got good field position. Only down by 2 points. Should be, yeah, just down by 2.
Alex Rodriguez, another big name as best center players in the league, and up at a key spot right now at that brick, but NRG Elite is in a position to potentially run him down from that wedge.
Yeah, I think that Dorito can protect him, the outside Dorito.
Well, here goes. It looks like A-Rod's going to launch, and he gets that kill. Nice job.
Yep.
This is why you pay A-Rod.
That's right.
Oh, a little too much, though. Ends up getting caught. Not before he got a kill, though. So 4 bodies left alive right now for NRG Elite, but they're tucked in the pocket.
Referee's making a big run.
Running referee, never a good sign. Oh, he definitely got shot in his tank right there.
Yeah.
And we're going to probably see a penalty assessed. And yeah, minor penalty. So now just 2 bodies left alive for NRG Elite. So we're at almost at the 8:30 mark. J-Rab's up and over the top of his spot. He's going to be moving up on the snake side. Another kill for the Saints. And then here comes a little counter move as NRG Elite, as Caleb Abel looking like he's going to steal this point for NRG Elite to pull within 1.
Wow.
This field's crazy. We're seeing a lot of that, though. A lot of these close points with one
yeah.
guy stepping up to kind of saving them after blow for blow, back and forth battles.
Thoroughly enjoying myself. That was an amazing move by Caleb Abel to get back in that game. And again, it kind of proves what we've been talking about. Like, if you want to win out here, go forward. Don't sit back and try to win some long gunfights and use your communication. Go forward, get somebody, break through a tape, giddy up.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very clutch performance from Caleb Abel to keep it close here against the Saints.
Yeah.
Still down by 1, though.
And this match is 4-1, but it's actually a much closer match, right? 2 or 3 of these points have gone down to 1 body either way.
Well, yeah, it's up to the MLKings, see if they can mount some sort of counterattack. We have seen comebacks. Hurricanes went down 4 unanswered points. Impact scored 4 unanswered points of their own. MLKings need some aggression. 4:10 left on the clock, and they take ground again. D-side, off to the races. I think Betancourt trying to get past the 50. Referee is chasing him, though, as our eye in the sky. Cable cam comes over, and
They were almost in the snake, too, Maddie.
Connor Kelly getting shot trying to get out wide here, snake side. So Houston Heat with 5 bodies alive. Oh, they're going to lose Fedorov as diving here into the snake. Ronnie Dizon all the way to the 50, no one in front of him. So definitely has to worry about the 3-body. Oh, look at this, though. Ronnie quickly gets across that lane, drawing that gun from the inside D1. Now it's up to the rest of the boys from Heat. They have to worry about Lewis Donaldson, and I think that's Kyle Berry right behind him on the D side.
Sam Monville releasing through.
Not able to get the shot in.
Oh, he gets caught. 2-on-3 now, Matty?
Yeah, 3-on-3.
3-on-3. I can't see the third ML King.
It's
Oh,
Kyle
I see him now.
Berry.
Yep,
Kyle
Kyle
Berry
Berry.
at the 40.
Yep, thank you. So both 40s in the Dorito over there. Ronnie could crawl back and shoot either one of Beckcourt or Kyle.
Yeah, he's going to have to. Well, yeah, he could crawl down and get back and put some pressure across field. I don't know if he knows where Betancourt is, though. I don't know if he knows he's past that 50. Here comes Barry's going to come back to give a little bit of help to put more pressure on Ronnie, because with the way that things were going. Oh, but Kyle Berry getting caught. So now it's a 2-on-3 in favor of Houston Heat. And here comes Tyler Harmon's going to run down Betancourt, trade out. It's 2-on-1, favor of Houston. And then a point going to be conceded by the MLKings with just 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to preserve the time.
Ryan Dizon coming up big and strong that game and pulling that point back out for Houston Heat.
Yeah, that was a really big point for Ronnie.
Yeah,
he was on an island out here and
played it smart.
Yeah, played it real smart. You know, we've seen a couple guys get into that spot and try to do a little too much, and he played that just about absolutely perfect.
Yeah, if you walk out of there and you haven't killed anybody, you really did yourself and the team a disservice.
Well, also knowing that they have a lead. So by Ronnie getting up there and just taking that gun from D1, I mean, who cares? If he lets the next 2 minutes go off, they still win the game.
It's still better.
With a decent margin.
Even
they obviously need a win here, but they didn't get blown out in their loss. It was a 1-point loss to Thunder.
Big bite from the Saints. They take the Dorito side 50 and Snake 1. Snake 1 is eliminated, though, and draws the penalty. So 3 bodies walking, only 2 Saints left alive now. 2-on-5 advantage here for NRG Elite. Saints have one in the corner on the Snake side, and the other player in that 50 on the Dorito side in the inset. He gets eliminated, so only 1 Saint player left alive now. NRG's going to talk about it a little bit, find out exactly where he is, and put a bunch of pressure on him.
They're about to tie this game up.
They certainly are. And like we talked about, Saints have a lot of superstars, but NRG has really good teamwork, and sometimes teamwork can cancel out superstars.
It was all Energy Elite, all Latin Saints through 3.
Yep.
And then it's been all Energy Elite to the next 3. Tie things up at 3.
It shows a lot of the maturity of NRG, though, not to be, to be down by 3 and be able to battle back like that.
Yeah. Well, there was also same with the Hurricanes. So when the Hurricanes went down against Impact, and to show that maturity so early on in their pro careers, now Energy Elite's been here for a little bit, but similar situation. Just because you're getting beat up for the first 3 points, there's still 12 minutes on the clock. Okay, yeah, we have a little bit of an obstacle to surmount here, but stay focused and let's not start biting each other's heads off. So, yeah, good composure here from Energy Elite, and now it's anyone's game. This one, yeah, so it'd be 3-3. But with MLKings and Heat, a little bit different story here. 5-1's the score. Not a lot of time left. And as good as the MLKings did look against New York Extreme, putting up that 4-point spread, now giving it up back to Heat. So, ideally for MLKings, even if they lose this game, scoring a couple more points to keep that positive margin would be ideal.
Unless you're a big New York Extreme fan like we know you are, Matt. Jesus.
Oh, no, you haven't been very friendly to me today.
There's a lot of people here watching paintball. You can tell the games are good when there's that many. Everybody here is watching. Houston Heat, Snake corner and Dorito inset on the break. 5 alive. They do shoot 1 player off. MLKings going to the corner.
Shoot 2, actually.
2, yep.
Yeah, they shoot
3.
Connor Kelly. They shoot Kyle Berry. Kappas comes off.
2-on-5.
Yeah, it is not looking good for the Kings here.
1-on-5.
But Mark, see, this is what I'm saying. Margin is important. If I'm the MLKings, you really don't want to let this be a blowout loss here. You had a nice 4-point win. Taking a blowout mercy rule loss sends you 1-1 with a -2. That is not going to bode well for tomorrow.
Towel.
2-2 with like a +1 or +2 will typically get you through. Probably going to be playing in the wild card round. Doesn't always.
No.
But going 2-2 with a negative spread typically almost always sends you home.
Yeah, you're talking about a 5 or 6 point spread there, right? Swing.
Yeah.
Points. Points.
Yeah. So this is a game here. 3-3. Saints at this point, their Latin line was playing pretty well too, but
Latin line's lost 1 point. The American line's lost 2 points. Not that anyone's counting.
But yeah, they're gonna send this superstar line out here. So I got a timeout being called, probably by NRG Elite, because Saints are ready to go. And yeah, stands full.
You're trying to get in their head, bro.
Got to get in the head, stop the momentum.
That's deep.
But it's the NRG Elite that has the momentum right now, actually. So yeah, actually, NRG Elite's going to pull their line off, have a little talk. Saints are just at the box, ready to go.
Yeah.
Getting a little more humid this afternoon.
I'm feeling it.
It's going to be raining all day tomorrow, probably.
Stop that. I can't believe you just slap yourself for that.
It's the weather, man. You might just slap the weather, man.
Dumping that out now.
It's not my fault that that's what the weather.
You know the cardinal rule, though. You don't ever say the R word at a paintball event.
Nah, man. It doesn't matter. We're going to get rain no matter what.
You said it again.
It never rains at a paintball.
Yeah, you're right. It never rains at a paintball event, Rich.
Yeah, no, because
It's only
people
me
walk
talking
around
about it.
using the R word.
No, dude, setting up a paintball event is like doing a Hopi rain dance. Like you're summoning some sort of like spirit from the Netherlands.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I literally told Tom Cole, I'm like, listen, you should be head of all your events in California because the money you make on paintball is nothing compared to the money that California will pay you to bring the rain. I guarantee you tens of millions of dollars.
It's like cloud seeding.
Wow, NRG Elite to the snake corner with, I think that's Caleb Alo again. Real fast, real athletic, looked really good going out there. He thinks he shot somebody on the inside, but nobody came out. 5-on-5, Maddie. NRG with 2 players in that center tower.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that, man. It's going to get trapped in that center if it can't get out wide. If Latin Saints can spread the field, which they have not yet.
Yeah, well, they are in the snake corner, Matt. I know it's obscure from your view.
Yeah.
A-Rod gets a first kill when the tower tries to get across into the Dorito. 4-on-5 advantage now for the Saints.
Yeah, A-Rod changed it up a little bit this time, going to the wedge instead of either the tower.
He started in the tower.
Started in the tower wedge, but it's good.
Yep.
That he's kind of mixing it up in there with the angles.
Yeah, because no one had gone outside of the Dorito side at all. He knew that he could go up one more and even have a better gap there. Every move you go forward, your gap just gets bigger and better on this field through the center. 4-on-5 advantage.
Goldman now into the snake. Rabikov going to be backing him up.
Yeah, switching to offense now are the Saints. Snake, Dorito up the center to the brick. Mouse is inside Snake 1, communicating well, shooting across the field, playing a little bit of a defensive posture, but gets the kill out of the center of the field there. 3-on-5 advantage here for the Saints. This is a 3-3 match with a little bit more than 6 minutes left.
Yeah, Saints just doing a better job of taking ground, whereas NRG Elite got stuck in the pocket, and they were out wide Snake side back bunk, but no forward progression for NRG Elite.
Yeah, they didn't launch any offense after the breakout. They got to the breakout spots, and that was it. And it was a very defensive posture to begin with, so they're pretty much just stuck now because they're in that back line. And the Saints have been getting into the snake, out to the Dorito, and up the center of the field. Yeah, I don't know if you saw Caleb go to that corner on the break, though, but looks super fast, super athletic. Came up, shooting his gun inside perfectly.
So now Alex Goldman's going to be crawling up here to get to the 50-yard line.
And he's got a shot across on the soft corner over there. Oh, Snake taking a walk.
Yeah, Spica getting shot, trying to get into D2.
4-on-3, but yeah, he's got the cross shot on that corner there. So he's eliminated him, so it's only 2-on-4 now.
We're pretty sure that's Corey Hall in the Villalobos jersey. And here comes A-Rod past the 50, though, to take care of these last couple bodies. And lead going to go to Latin Saints. A little bit of time burnt off. Now 5:13 still left in this pretty close battle. Houston Heat still trying to put up a big win against the MLKings with that 6-1, 5-point differential. Just 1 point away from a Mercy Rule win, which would send them 1-1 with a +5, which is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Not where they want to be sitting, but
but it's better to have those bumps now than on Sunday, right?
Also, head on over to pushpaintball.com. Use 15% off. Use the promo code BAG15 to get 15% off on those nice push bags you see there on the graphic on your screen.
Literally traveled all over the world with my push bags. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I'm in the market for a new bag.
Me too, man. Me too.
Bag. Oh, Carl Donaldson getting shot off the break, but
And
so's
Connor
Connor
too.
Kelly.
Yeah.
A whole snake side shot off the break. Looking good for Houston Heat to put the finishing touches on this Mercy Rule win.
Yep. 3 players for MLKings, 2 on the Drew side, 1 in the pocket. No one snake side. Oh, Houston Heat draws a penalty, though.
Yeah, Houston Heat penalty on Stewart, I believe, pulling out Boucher.
Yep.
So that could put a
3 on
little
3 now, right?
chink in their armor, yeah, to try to finish off this game. They do have good field progression in the 40-yard line on the D side of the field. Another body going to be coming off for the MLKings. But Looks like Kyle Berry trying to get up in there. And yeah, as Betancourt comes off, Kyle Berry takes off, and then he's going to get shot as well too. And Ryan Moorhead also coming off. But Mishka's still alive here on the snake side. He's going to dive into the snake. As the body, yeah, might be another one-on-one here, Rich. MLKings, can't see who that is. I think it might be Navarro here for the MLKings as we hit the minute mark. So Houston Heat will be getting the win. It's just a question of will it be a mercy rule? Oh, and it is going to be a mercy rule win here for Houston Heat.
Yeah, scary.
As Mishka earns himself a red and gold coin for the 101 victory.
It's weird that, like, a long time ago when we played, Mishka was playing against us. Like, a long time ago. Not like at the end of our careers, like back in the Ironman days.
Mishka was
He's like 72 years old now.
Yeah, he's been doing this at the elite level for a very, very long time.
So fast, so strong still. Those Russians.
Yeah,
must be the water.
And when Todd came on the team, he started putting Mishka in. Mishka's always going to get spins. And it's interesting with Heat because you always, when you have a roster that stacked, you ride the hot hand, right? So Mishka's been getting a lot of spins those past year, and he's been making the most of them, and then proving again how big of a star he is, as does put that 7th point up for Houston Heat. So they do redeem themselves here, do go 1-1 with a pretty solid point differential to head into their last 2 games. They're going to be playing against New York Extreme tomorrow, and Aftermath to close out their prelims. Last game against Aftermath will be 11:20. The New York Extreme match will be at 9:20.
Bones in, looks like Dennis, Weaver, Travick. Money line in for Saints. J-Rab first snake side. Mouse up the gut with A-Rod. A different look for them. Don't see mouse up the gut a lot, or it certainly didn't, at least for impact.
Well,
NRG up first in the snake in good position.
I think that's A-Rod.
Yeah, well, it was A-Rod and Mouse, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, looks, Mouse at the tower. Oh, penalty going to be assessed on NRG Elite.
Oh,
Close
man.
game. That's worst case scenario for them. So as we hit the 5-minute mark, a bunch of bodies coming off for NRG Elite, boding well right now for the Latin Saints to try to extend this lead to 2. As NRG Elite, last couple bodies here, just trying to tighten it up and find something to go their way. Not going to go well, though, as Alex Rodriguez is going to run through, shoot that last body, and put their 5th point on the board.
NRG was doing really, really well there until those penalties started flying. They were up in position in the snake, ready to drop the hammer on the center guy and the other tape, but can't do that with hits on you, unfortunately.
Yeah, so that's a really tough moment to get a penalty in a game that, and it's tough in this bracket of death because technically the Saints are the lowest ranked team in that bracket. And then,
tough draw, tough draw.
So, it's only going to get, harder, even though with Revo on paper, with the changes they've had, we don't know what their lineup's going to look like, and with all the crazy stuff that's been happening out here and the way this field layout's planned, who knows who really is going to step up. But it would be absolutely massive for NRG Elite if they could come back. And they have a little bit of time here to work with. But Latin States are starting to find their flow a bit here again after having a little bit of some gear grinding these last few.
Lots of good paintball, man. Lots of back and forth, kind of what we were hoping for. We weren't sure what we were going to see from the Saints. We knew obviously they had super talented players, but it's always tough in the beginning to get a team going. But it looks like they've got it worked out. And NRG's not doing poorly at all. If they were in position to win that point before they got the penalty, and that would have been a 4-4 match.
Yeah, and with the conclusion of this other match, we will have 2 minutes in between points. But yeah, sitting on this little bit of a lead here, a little 2-point lead. And with the Saints, it's like you really can't be too hard on yourselves when the team's this new, even with all the stars they have on that squad. It was cool to kind of see them getting some reps for some of those other guys, but they've been kind of going more with that superstar lineup here.
And that might be where they start each match, where they're rotating through, and as soon as the match starts to get away from them a little bit, they just, the better of the 2 lines they rotate in, and that could be either line.
So we got Rapkoff, Rodriguez, Goldman, Spica, Hall. And about to jump into this next one. Here on the break, going to risk that body with Mouse all the way to the snake. And it looks like he's going to make it clean into snake 1. Not taking as much ground on the D side. And now going to scurry up and get Spica into inside D2. A-Rod goes up and gets into the wedge. Looking towards the D side. A little more conservative break for NRG Elite, but now they launch on the D side to outside D2.
Yeah, Mouse is in the snake, but he's holding back in the snake one, just kind of looking snake side, basically just kind of defensively, and he catches Caleb Abel down the lane, or somebody catches Caleb, shoots him out of that corner. It was a great fill getting out there, but didn't capitalize.
So a little tactical retreat from the tower back to the can for NRG Elite.
Mouse is now up in the 40, looking to go forward in the snake. No one on snake side, really.
And with a 2-point lead, no real reason for Mouse to really risk too much over here. Yeah, he's going to take what you give him, which is why he's in the spot he's currently in. But a 2-point lead with, I mean, ideally they'd like to win this point for margin, burn some time off, and then win one more to keep that margin as high as possible. But don't look for the Latin Saints to make too many risky moves here. They do make a move up in the center.
A risky move.
Yeah, a little bit of risky move, and it's Spica, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, Spica trying to get up there and getting taken out. So decent zone control from the last 4 bodies left alive for NRG Elite. Similar situation. They were able to make it out wide here, snake side, back corner bunker, and they're still in D2 outside.
Yeah, I mean, they got 4 bodies left alive. They have a great spread on the field. NRG's got to figure out how to get in the snake. Great fill from the corner there for the snake player for NRG. I don't think that they know he's in there either. He backs up a little bit. He shoots A-Rod right in the back.
Yeah, and just right now, Latin Saints, yeah, just little moves here or there. Goldman might have got caught inside, so a couple deaths here. Spica and Goldman coming off, opens the door slightly for NRG Elite. It was a high body situation for the Latin Saints that they've squandered a bit. NRG Elite with 4 bodies alive now, moving up. Oh, they're going to lose A-Rod from the center.
Oh, NRG now losing their play on the drill side, Matty. 2-on-3 situation, NRG advantage. Justin Rabikoff in the snake corner, and 1 player I can't see in the little Dorito.
Yeah, he's in outside D1.
Yeah, for the Saints.
I believe that's Corey Hall.
Okay, yeah, Corey Hall over there. So 2-on-3 advantage, NRG in the snake. Snake Temple and Dorito Can with Austin.
Well, this is also a situation for NRG Elite where they need 2 to tie, and there's only 2 minutes left. So at a certain point in time, they're going to have to risk it and try to break this cross of Hall and Rabikoff and leave themselves enough time to put another one up to 2 to actually tie.
Yeah, the 2 guys in the back there need to switch off of defense and onto offense for NRG, right? They're completely relying on their front snake guy over here to do all the work.
So now completely past the 50-yard line.
Oh,
and he catches Hall and might have caught Rabikoff,
wow,
too. So a nice little finish here from Weaver.
Weaver, great game, man.
So NRG Elite has a chance still on the backs of this beautiful finish here from Weaver. Got in the snake, head on a swivel, caught Hall cross field, and then Rabikoff trying to do damage control, and he gets caught out in the open as well. So Weaver going to have a nice little pat on the back when he gets in.
Yeah, it's one thing doing that against, kind of a mid-ranked or low-ranked team. He just did that against 3 of the best players in the world. That's impressive.
Yeah, very impressive job for Weaver. Elliot Weaver. Been around for a while now. One of those old boom players.
Here comes the boom.
So, yeah, man, this is a game. The Saints, I mean, and that's a situation where if, so Spica gets shot trying to move up, and then Mouse is pushing it a little bit over here on the snake side. I couldn't actually see. It looked like he did get caught on the inside somewhere. Maybe it was on that transition. Might have been a bounce shot earlier. Tough to tell, but if both those guys just stay alive for a little bit longer, because they do have the lead. Now that lead's cut down to 1, and there still is enough time. But NRG Elite's still going to have to be on their toes, pushing the issue here, getting slightly reckless potentially.
The outside guys, ones, have to stay alive long enough so the inside guys can kind of go through the middle and clear some things out. Those outside ones die early. Then it forces the inside guys to try to get back outside into those gaps, and it's just too hard to do. Getting to like a snake corner here is like getting to a 50 snake on traditional field. You're like, hey man, I'm outside. We got a chance over here, guys. So yeah, a little bit longer spins between the points because there's only 2 teams playing now, not 4. Who's our next match?
Next match coming up is going to be Infamous taking on the Ironman. It's like a
really
timeout being called.
Infamous while on this field.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing this new Ironman lineup.
Yeah,
got a lot of guys trying to prove themselves out here. It's a brand new squad.
Got a lot of messages during the tryouts. Interesting.
And then also we will see Tampa Bay Damage for the first time, and they were going to be playing Level, who defeated DMG in a very close game.
Damage looked really good in practice. Good new pickup in Jared Lackey.
Yeah, definitely feel that they have a chance to win on this layout. I think this could be tailor-made. This is a brutal layout, though. It is going back and forth, lots of close points, but they kind of excel in games like that with that roster that they have. Guys that have a lot of speed, and they can play defensive if they want to, but also can be very efficient while things are devolving, and you have to get creative. That's a very, very creative paintball team. And they're hungry for a win. Damage is very, very hungry for a win.
Warzone graphic coming in.
Also, don't forget to tune in April 9th, live and free on Twitch. We got the TransLabs Call of Duty Warzone Streamer Showcase presented by Go Sports. And we'll keep you guys updated on which streamers will be showcased. But we already did one. It was very fun. And Rocky Knuth actually won. So he had his daughter as a streamer on Twitch.
Yeah.
And then we had this, after the teams were decided who won, who lost, it goes into like a solo round, and Rocky was the one that won that one.
That's awesome. Good job, Rock.
For some cash, too. It was
Good, even better, Rock.
$250, courtesy of TransLabs.
Guess he's buying dinner next time I go up there. Good. Good breakout for the Saints. Get out to the corner with Mouse. Wow, look at that switch of J-Rab first in the snake under Mouse. Different look. I love the different looks that these guys are doing.
Well, and a gutsy play call for the Latin Saints to try to take some ground here, only up by 1 with 1 minute and 10 seconds left. And they took ground on both sides. They get Spick in a really good spot. They get J-Rab in a good spot. And now it does look like the Latin Saints should be able to burn this time off and take this win, maybe even get another point on the board because they have 5 bodies alive and there's some real good positions. Gutsy play call by Brandon Short.
Yeah, energy is up in the snake and up in the center of the field. Down by 1 with less than a minute. Let's see if they take the initiative and try to win. They lose Caleb Abel from the snake corner. That's going to hurt him. Justin Rabikoff's in snake 1, just playing smart, shooting down the tape, keeping himself safe.
Penalty going to be assessed here.
Hey, don't mess with Tracy. She will pull that flag on you.
Penalty assessed on Energy Elite on the D side. Must have been shot in his pack. It's one of those he comes off, ripping his pack off and looking at it, trying to see where the hit was.
2 on 5 now. Big advantage here for the Saints.
Yeah, battle going down in the snake. Justin Rabikoff on your left. Looking like he wants to get a shot on Bowen, or maybe run Bowen, or not get a shot, but run Bowen down. Bowen looking inside, but I mean, Energy Elite, if whoever's left alive, just run down the field. Who knows what happens? You never want to be alive in your bunker down by 1 when time expires.
That's the 3 on 5 drill, right?
Yeah, and it looks like Rabikoff got shot out of there, but immediately there to take over the attack. And so Latin Saints are going to be taking their first victory here in their first game with this new squad. It was a close one, though.
Yeah, I was going to say probably closer than most people thought it was going to be.
Closer than they wanted it to be, that's
based on the salary cap.
Yeah, definitely a big difference. So, yeah, just a great job by Heat to get some redemption over the MLKings, and then Energy Elite, got to tip my hat to them, but the Latin Saints will be taking the victory. But stick around. 4 more sets to go. Los Angeles Infamous going to be taking on the Ironman, and Tampa Bay Damage taking on Level here, 2020 NXL Sunshine State Major. Brought to you by Bunker Kings. I'm Eddie Marshall with Rich Telford. We'll be back here on Go Sports.